Welcome to Football Miami TV. I am Uncle Ed. How you guys doing? Hopefully you can hear me really well. Unfortunately, my internet went down, so I have to do this via, the phone. As you can see, I'm not at Football Miami TV Cafe today. As you can see from my background, I'm at home. If you hear something weird in the background, it's because I'm drying my clothes. My wife makes me wash the clothes in the house, so I'm doing all that. Thanks again for joining us, guys. As you can tell, Pieter Brown is not here. When I generally do the show by myself, it's because Peter's hanging out with Mickey Mouse. I happen to think that Peter's what would you call it, a closet Orlando City fan, because he spends more time in Orlando than I think he spends at his own home. But he's having fun over there, guys, so let him have his good time. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Sorry for no flashy introduction and cool backgrounds, but you're just gonna have to deal with my ugly mug. So before we do anything, guys, I appreciate everybody that's already starting to get on. We've had a lot of people starting to follow us as of late. Might have to do with some Lionel Messi guy. So, saludos machete. Alvaro Anton is sending me a message right there. Vamos Inter. I do get your chats, guys. So go ahead and send them in, and we'll try to direct, some of the conversation to whatever you guys want to talk about. I do want to mention right before we get on, and while more people join us, I do want to mention our sponsors, Caneswear. You can visit them in Davie, Florida. They're at 2655 South University Drive. Do go to the store. They've got a bigger store now. Tons of selections, tons of stuff that you can buy for Inter Miami. We love our Caneswear. Also, you can go to caneswear.com. Everything that I have on right now, I bought at Caneswear. So go out there, guys. Mention Football Miami TV, and you might even get more of a discount. So go ahead and hang out at, they love talking Inter Miami. And so go and hang out over there. Also want to give a big shout out to the GOAT's realtor, Mia Rodrigues. If you guys want to buy, there's a lot of international, fans that are joining us right now. If you want to buy something in South Florida, she's the one to go to, Mia Rodrigues. You'll be able to get all her information in the comment and down in the description of the video. Unfortunately, I can't put her flashy picture in front of you right now. But, do visit her. Go check her out at Mia. I think it's Mia Rodrigues Realtor, her website. And I'm going to put all the information in the description. So, do go and buy or sell your property with Mia Rodrigues. She speaks 3 languages. That's a lot. I could barely speak one. So, hang out and call Mia Rodrigues. Guys, like the title says, and I kind of messed up the title a little bit, but... we haven't lost since we've had Messi with us. What is this? I can't even tell how many games this is. 9, I think, already that we haven't lost. I mean, technically we've tied some of them. We went overtime, but you got to consider that Messi came in. Messi, Busquets, Alba, and all the rest of the guys, Farias, etc. All these guys came in not really knowing the rest of the team. It's a lot of players that come in, and fortunately we've been doing pretty well. Since you could tell that their level's gone up, and this is the first game that I want to talk about that lineup. Shout out to Eric, Richard, Guyver, and everybody out there in the chat. I'm gonna definitely mention a lot of people as we go through this, and probably interrupt my conversation about everything that we've done. Richard Greenberg, how you doing? Nashville looked really bad against Atlanta yesterday. Might be a good time to play them on Wednesday. Yes, Nashville's doing terrible. And Louis Rodrigues, of course, is telling me 9 wins so far. So yeah, Nashville, that game's going to be incredible. Maybe I should talk about the game that we just went through. Let's go with that before I jump to Nashville. 9 in a row. Yeah, we definitely have. Now you guys are going crazy with the chat. Go ahead and keep chatting. I'm going to talk a little bit about the game. The lineup was not the lineup that we were used to. There's a thing that they say in Spanish, if you don't lose, you don't change the lineup. Well, Tata definitely decided to change up the lineup. He had to rest Messi. You could tell he was exhausted at the end of the last game. He actually there's a video of him falling to the ground, and kind of you could tell he was exhausted. So, but what was what energized me as a fan is him. He was on the edge of his seat the whole time he was waiting to come into the game, and that's something that makes you feel good. He wants to be here. He wants to play. He doesn't want to give up. And he. So I just think that's wonderful, and it's a good example for the rest of the players, especially for the young players. Cause look at this guy. He's 36 years old. He's old in soccer terms. But he's still in great shape, great form, and thanks to him, we scored the second goal. Let's talk about that lineup, guys. We started off with Calendar. Of course, in the back, he's been solid this whole time. They went with Noah Allen, who played a decent game. He made the pass for the first goal that Gomez scored. I'm going to get the Gomez in a second. We had Miller, of course. He was in the center there. Aviles, who comes in. He's tall. He looks like a young kid, but he's tall, and that's something we needed back there. So they decided to arrest Christoph. Deserved rest because he's also up there in age and he needs to chill out a little bit, I would say. Robert Taylor in the back towards the right instead of Yedlin. That was something interesting. I was like, wow, I wonder if that's gonna work. It did work. He would go up a lot, but the man was exhausted at the end. I mean, that's a lot of running. You got to consider Yedlin does that all the time. He's done it basically all his career, and you kind of appreciate what he's done. And I'm sure Robert Taylor appreciates what he's him on the right going up, defending and coming back. So good for Robert to hang in there, man. Of course, they had Gomez towards the right. Not really. He was moving all over the place. Gomez is one of those players that I thought Tata brought in a little bit too quick. When he first came in the first game, and he didn't do too good. He was losing the ball a lot and everything. In this game, he wasn't that great until he actually scored. But I'm glad that he scored because he's actually going to be. That's going to make him, play better, and his confidence is going to go up sky high, and that's important, I think. Some people, Mike V saying Gomez is like Pizarro. Maybe. Even though I didn't think Pizarro was too bad towards the end, but either way, I'm just happy that that he scored. He was my candidate to leave for the second half when all the other players were going to come in anyway. But he's done well. Yeah, Louis Rodrigues is saying that Gomez is shaky right now, doesn't connect very well on the right. But yeah, he got the ball and he scored, and like I said, he's probably going to get more confidence out of that. I think he just wants to do a little bit too much, and so he's losing the ball a lot. But Arroyo also doing an incredible job. He was playing basically Busquets' position, and I think he did it fairly well. I mean, for the first half, the team looked decent. There were a large part of the time. What's his name? The Red Bulls were, they were more dominant, of course, but we did. I don't think we did too bad. Ruiz, another one, another of our young guys who was in there. I think more for these guys got energy. Farias, another one. I like the way that he played. Still, I think Farias needs a little more time. I don't think these guys are ready to be starters. Like Tata does. Like last game. That happened. They just didn't. They didn't start too well with some of those young players. Sometimes they're not. They're not ready. But Tata realizes his mistakes and he puts and he does the changes that he does, and it's everything's worked out so far for him. And of course, Campana up front. Campana, I think, gives more. Mike V's talking about Campapi gives us many more advantages. Yeah, up front. More than anything, there's more aerial attacks is possible with Campana because you just don't see that. You don't see that with Joseph. Joseph is basically a guy who works on the ground, makes good passes with all the players. But it's just it's something that Campana could probably do also. He's not too bad holding on to the ball. He almost scored this incredible. If he would have made that one scissor kick, that would have been awesome. But I think we have a little bit more options with Campana, and that showed in the previous game where Messi was able to throw a couple of lobs over everybody, and Campana was able to score them. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think that's a better option sometimes. We don't have too many players that could head the ball right now, unfortunately. I think Christoph is another one that can, and it's yet to be determined if Farias and all these other players can do it. So, but it was an interesting formation. Definitely not something that I would have wanted to do. Mike V saying, yeah, Campana is a classic number 9. He's Lewandowski type of player. Yes, he's a good player in the area. And he's basically a target guy, which is good. Messi's, he's got pinpoint accuracy, and he's able to find him. So I just think, in every sense, he's a good option for anything. Unfortunately, he came out in the second half. Shout out to Broward Heron. How you doing, man? He listens to us in English and Spanish. I gotta tell you guys, I'm not sure how the Spanish show is gonna work tomorrow because I might have to do the same thing. Also is going to be sad because he was going to join me today in the English show, but unfortunately I'm doing it direct through YouTube, so I don't have the option of bringing him in right now, unfortunately, or at least I don't know how to do it. I'm hoping if I don't get my internet back tomorrow, maybe Pieter Brown could be so kind as to host us, and we might have a cooler show, because then I don't have to worry about all the chats and stuff and all the things. That's something I might have to pay Peter to do. Be the guy in the back of the cameras doing all the dirty work. But we'll see how it goes. And before I forget, I do want to mention that for game day, we will have a game day vlog that you will probably see on Thursday, and I will go live on Wednesday for the game against Nashville, which happens to be the day they're going to present the Leagues Cup trophy, which is kind of like, rubbing in the face of Nashville. Hey guys, we beat you, and oh, guess what? We're gonna, present our, our flashy, cafecito looking trophy to everybody, in your face. We beat you guys, but it's all good. I think they'll just have to live with it, and we're gonna enjoy that. But I will be filming live for all those that can't make it to the game. I know it's Wednesday. But we will be filming that, and like I said, the vlog will probably come out on Thursday. Peter's got a little bit more time, so he's going to be editing that one. Hopefully he'll be able to bring that out on Thursday or maybe even Friday. Depends on how he does in his work schedule is too, because he's a busy fella. But we'll try to bring that for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Those are going to be some cool videos. And yeah, what do you guys think about that game? I'll definitely be talking a little bit more about the Nashville game in a little bit. Nashville lost really bad, so they're coming out of this. They lost the Leagues Cup. They lose another game in Major League Soccer. I think it was by a big score. I forgot who. I don't remember who. Let me see if I could find it real quick. What the score was. Actually, yeah, my internet, my phone internet's not too strong, unfortunately, but I'm not able to find it. But the good thing, I do see the standings. We are no longer last, ladies and gentlemen. We are 14th, so we're still pretty off of the playoff positions, and that's going to be really tough. I think that's why Tata is probably going to play a lot of different formations, rest up Messi and all that, because right now there's a potential that we could get at least two trophies. The Open Cup final will be coming up. We'll definitely be at that one. We'll definitely be doing the video of that. We'll do a couple of lives, and maybe before and after the game or during the game, depends. Or right before the game probably. So be tuned. Be ready for all those videos. This is just an exciting time to be a soccer fan in South Florida, with Messi and all these great players, and we're doing so well. Yes, we're no longer in last place, Guyver. How about that, man? We're doing so much better, and it's I'm like really excited for what's to come. Can we pull it off? Can we get to the playoffs? And if we get to the playoffs, I mean, these guys are going to be exhausted. We played so many games, in the Open Cup and Leagues Cup, getting all the way to the final. And now I just think it's going to be incredible if we're able to get into the playoffs, and if we're able to even fight for the MLS Cup. That would be, like they need to write a movie of this, because I don't think it's ever happened where a few players came in, changed the team around into contenders. We're actually contenders. I mean, the odds for us to in Vegas have gone up for us to be able to win MLS Cup. It's tough. Everybody thinks we won't be able to make it, because eventually we're going to lose, guys. And I'd love to think that we can keep this going and keep winning all the way until the end of the season. That would be unheard of and wonderful. Another world record for Messi, but I don't think it's possible. I mean, I want them to win every single game, but it's going to be tough. Uncle Ed, do you think Campana or Arroyo are getting called up for the... there's going to be World Cup qualification games coming up right now in September. There's going to be all these players are going to be called up. They've already said Christoph is going. Yedlin might leave. Messi will definitely get called up. I don't know if Busquets and Alba will be called up as well for Spain. Campana, Arroyo could be called up. I think Arroyo definitely needs to be called up. He's done a great job with Inter Miami. He's won his position, and that's something that I had brought up in previous shows. Sorry for all the movement here. In previous shows, that what's going to happen now that Mota is he's recovering. There's another player that I think the coach brought back too soon. He wasn't playing that well the last game. He's probably in good shape, but he still needs to get back into form. Gregory's coming back. So what's going to happen to Arroyo once these guys are back? We already know that our previous captain, Gregory, is a great player. He also goes forward. He's kind of like Busquets, not as, I would say as prolific as he was, but he's, I believe, a little bit younger, and definitely a great player. That could play defensive midfielder and also go to the offense. But he wasn't really a player that could play the 10 position. So all these players are potentially 5s, 8s, and I'm worried for Arroyo. Will his moment be over once these guys are back? I would imagine not. He's won his place. I think he's in the right place. Chris Arjun is saying Taylor will be going to Sweden. No, he's Finland. He's Finnish. There's another guy that's definitely going to be called up, because his level has gone up so much more since Messi has shown up. They've become this they understand each other pretty well, and so we could potentially be missing most of our team, guys. So that's another problem that we have. Most players will at least lose 2 games out of this. So that will definitely be something that we will need to look into. See how Tata's going to be able to react to all that. Kremaski, they were just saying, might be even called up. I think Argentina and the United States are after him. One of them wants to cap him to try to, lure him in. I think he'd have a better opportunity with the United States to actually play than with Argentina. Argentina could have like 3 World Cup teams without a problem. There's just so many players with Argentina. So if I were his, somebody that would whisper into his ear, I'd say probably go for the United States. There's a better chance that you'll be able to play for the USA than you will for Argentina. But that depends on him, on what he wants to do. Ruiz also could be called up by Honduras. He's another guy that could also go to the U.S. national team. So, there is a lot of potential for these players. Noah Allen, another one. Gosh, that kid's just incredible. Terry, if you're out there right now, I know Terry follows us. He's been following us with the Southern Legion and all that for a long time. So, it's great. I remember he used to say, "Oh, my kids with the with the what's it called with the academy, and we were like, oh well, that's cool. and and there he is, he's playing. So good for him. Noah's just incredible. Another kid that could be called up. All these young guys that are, their potential is just rising because we have these incredible players that are taking everybody to a new level. So when we saw them, when I saw this lineup against the New York Red Bulls, I thought, man, this is not going to be good. But no, everybody's level has gone up. Eduardo Celis is saying Martinez is getting called up to the Venezuelan national team. Dude, we are not going to have anybody to play with. That's what it's going to come down to. We're going to have like the 12 players left. We're going to have to bring people up from Inter Miami 2. And so there go our playoffs. We have a tough ride, Chris says, Chris Arjun, to make the playoffs. With the Open Cup, we still have tremendous. All these call ups and everything is going to be really difficult for us to make the playoffs. And yeah, I like that. When we'll go is saying Beckham will have to suit up. Yeah, I like that. Bring back Pizarro, Mike V is saying. Mr. Krabs is saying it kind of sucks that MLS doesn't halt during international break, and you got a point there. But the thing is, they still, the schedule would be longer, and I think they want players to have a break. If they do paralyze the league, then it's going to be a problem. Trying to fit everything in before December. This league is usually off, November, December. With January, and then they usually get like almost 3 months off before they do the preseason. So it's gonna be tough. I mean, we're definitely going uphill on this whole playoff thing. Thanks guys. I really wasn't thinking about this, but everybody in the chat has just brought me down now. Our playoff hopes look more abysmal with the idea that a lot of these players are going to be going to the national teams and all that. So is there somebody that we missed that might be called up? Let me know. Put it in the chat, because I can't think of anybody else that might be called up. I think I've covered just about everybody. But if the two players, there we go. Yes, Stefanelli, Negri, Mota, and Gregory should be back by then. Yes, true. Those are players that we need back. They need so they can step up and play. But these are the players that we had back before Messi was around that really weren't we were bad back then. So it's gonna be tough. Right now, like I said, Leagues Cup is great. It's not, what is it, the second year that they've had it? I don't even know. We won that tournament, fair and square. A lot of people say no, that tournament was made so that Messi. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, but I think we did it fair and square, and I'm just excited because Open Cup finals coming up. I think we're gonna have our second trophy. And, in my dreams, we could get MLS Cup as well. But, with everything we just spoke about, it just becomes tougher and tougher. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it. So, Broward Heron is saying, we were winning games until Gregory got hurt. Yeah, true. There were a couple games in the beginning where we actually looked pretty decent. It looked even the MLS commentators were saying, we're look at Inter Miami. They started off great, two games in a row winning. Gregory got hurt, Mota got hurt after, and everything just started falling apart after that. And look at all the players that we have out: Stefanelli, Negri, Gregory, Mota. Everybody just started getting hurt. And Ian's out as well. So what can we do, guys? I only hope that we'll be able to recover and make the playoffs. But like I said before, we are in 15th. What was it now? We're no longer in 15th place. We're 14th place. We got, how many points is that? We got a chance, guys. We got a chance. We are pretty far, though. We got 21 points. and Chicago, I think, is in the closest team, and they've got 32 points. So we've got quite a little ways to go. Winning against New York was great because that brought them down a little bit more out of the playoff contentions, and those are direct competitors with us to go into the playoffs. So I think we got a couple games against Charlotte, which are also a team that we're going to compete against. We need to definitely beat them. Yeah, we just got to look at the schedule and see what our possibilities will be to make the playoffs. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a tough road. Let's see. Yeah, Mike V saying if we win 8 more games, we are in. Okay, 8 more games. And how many games do we have left? Well, we do have a few more games than everybody else. I see teams with 24, 25, 26 games, and we've got 23. So we've got more games, more games in hand, more possibilities to get points. So we'll see. We'll see how we can do it, guys. 10 games left, so we need to win. Thanks, Eduardo. Eduardo Celis is saying 10 games left, guys. 10 games, and we need to win 8 of those. We're doing okay. We got 3 of those games. Oh, we three of those points already. So yeah, and now they're talking. Mr. Krabs is talking about Pizarro, and he might have been going to the. They may have called him up, but I don't know. He's if you guys didn't know, he's in Greece now. Good for him. I think he's going to play the Champions or something like that, or the Europa Cup. So I think that was one of his dreams, to go to Europe. He went there via Greece. Good for him. I think he's a good player. He just didn't work out with us. He was just, sad for him that he wasn't able to get along with some players. I'm not gonna mention any names, but but that's how it is. Yeah, I think he is going to the Champions League. So good for him, man. And it's probably a dream for him to do that. Another dream for him would have been to play with the best player in the world, like all the rest of the guys are right now. And I'm one of these guys who's always thinking positive. Peter's more of the Debbie Downer. When it comes to us, he's always a little more pessimistic, or maybe more of a realist. I'm more of a dreamer. So yeah, when we were trying to bring a team to South Florida, he kind of gave up, but I kept on going, more because of Julio. Julio kept on egging me on, and because I was ready to quit too. But look, all of our begging Major League Soccer worked out, and we got a team, and we got one hell of a team. So we got to thank our owners, who a lot of people didn't believe were going to be able to pull off what they did, bringing the best player in the world, and we're just doing great. We're doing great right now. And what were we saying? One World, One Goal was saying something about we lost Pozuelo. Yeah, when we lost Pozuelo, our team definitely lost a lot. The sacrifices that, like I say again, the owners made in order to get Messi, they those sacrifices led us to last place. We're in a hole right now that we might not be able to get out of unless we win 8 of those 10 games that everybody's saying. Can we do it? I think we can. There is a possibility that we might be able to pull it off. And let's see what happens, guys. Guys, if you got any other comments and stuff, I want to remind you to tune in tomorrow for the Spanish show. Todo en español. Si quieren hablar en español, lo mismo que estamos hablando ahorita, lo hacemos mañana a las 9 p.m. más o menos. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.-ish, we talk in Spanish, all the same stuff. If you guys, I don't know about you guys, but I try not to listen to the other podcasts because I don't want to steal any of their stuff, any of the stuff that they use, or their style. So Peter, I think, is the same thing. But if I were you guys, I'd be listening to all this. I'd just be so, I look at the repeats, Major League Soccer, ESPN, all those different things, Apple TV, all the time. I'm just, addicted to Inter Miami. My wife, I was like, it's funny because last night as we were going to sleep, my wife telling me, I was on my phone, right before I go to sleep, and I was looking at something, and she's like, "Oh, what are you in love with Messi or something?" I was like, "No, no, it's just best player in the world. He plays in my team. I mean, what do you expect me to do?" So I just thought I thought that was funny that she was making fun of me because she thinks I'm in love with the guy. And there's probably guys out there who just can't get enough of him. I've seen all these people like camping in front of Dry Pink Stadium just waiting to take a picture with him. I haven't done that, so I don't think I'm in love with him. But but I definitely do love the way that he plays, and I love what he's done for our club, and how we're contenders now. This is all gravy right now, guys, because he came in the middle of the season, to a little bit after the middle of the season, and and changed this team like nobody else. And he's proved to me, at least, who I was a doubter, used to think, well, Ronaldo's played with other teams, he's better, because he's been able to get more titles or whatever. But Messi's done the same and probably even better. And watching him play and seeing what he's done, resurrect a team that was in last place the way he has, I think I was a little pessimistic. I was like, oh, we'll probably play better. We'll probably, get a couple of wins. But never in my wildest dream did I think we would be able to, get, trophies and stuff. And now there's a potential of getting that second trophy, the U.S. Open Cup. And, there's always the hope, and let's cross our fingers that it happens, cross everything, that we will able to make the playoffs. I will be happy with making the playoffs, even if we go out in the first round, which I don't think we would. The way that these guys are playing, everybody's level has gone up. I think our first loss is gonna hurt, because we're gonna be like we're no longer invincible as we feel right now. I think everybody right now thinks, oh, we're gonna next game against Nashville, we're gonna destroy these guys, and it could happen. It could happen. I mean, we already played Nashville. Hello, Yancy Magai. Amole, he says, good morning from Papua New Guinea. How you doing, man? Wow, I had to definitely mention you, man, because it's morning over there. It's just turning night over here in Miami. It's probably, New Guinea's probably as hot as it is over here. It's hot and humid in Miami. Messi had to get used to the heat and humidity over here, but he loves to play soccer so much that he's doing it. And, yeah, and Broward Heron is saying, talking about the losses and stuff. Yeah, we have lost a lot before Messi showed up. Like I said, we're not losing anymore. And, I think we feel invincible as we are right now. But eventually we're going to lose a game, or tie games, which we basically did, tie 3 games. And we went to penalties, but we won those. So, but we haven't lost. So, like I said, are we unstoppable? Jose Camacho saying we have 11 games left. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Well, thanks, Yancy McGuy. He's saying he's happy to see us live. Thanks, man. My internet went out. That's why you don't have all the flashy backgrounds and stuff. But like I said, we're going to try to get that fixed by tomorrow. And if it isn't, tune in, because on Wednesday we're going to be live at Dry Pink Stadium against Nashville. They're going to present the trophy, that coffee maker looking trophy that they gave us. They're going to present it on Wednesday. We're going to try to film that for you guys, for everybody out there, international people who don't get a chance to watch the game, or at least watch what happens before the game. We'll show you that. Not sure if we're going to be able to do a live commenting after the game. Depends on how much Peter and I drink, because we're going to be in VIP for the first time this year. I got to thank our friend Patrick Barnhill for hooking us up with those tickets. We gave away 2 tickets to our friend Alfredo, who is coming from Costa Rica. So he's flying all the way from Costa Rica over here to watch that game. He's going to spend some time with us in the VIP section. We're going to definitely film that vlog, guys. That's going to be a great video that hopefully we'll have out by Thursday, maybe Friday. Depends on how Peter can do it. And like I said, we're going to be filming a live during that game day. I'm not sure, like I said, I'll try to film a little bit before, and maybe if Peter and I are sober enough, we'll try to film something after live. Hopefully we win that game as well. We need to win. We need all the points we can so that we can try to make the playoffs. So yeah, and plus, don't forget, guys, tomorrow a Spanish show at 9 p.m. ish. Hello to Joseph John Emin. All right. He was saying something about Manchester. Just flashed too quick. I wasn't able to read everything. But thanks to everybody that's joined us. A lot of people from out of the country. I saw some guy from Morocco who always supports us. Somebody from France was on a couple minutes ago as well. So we appreciate you guys supporting the channel. We're the oldest. Oh, Morocco too. How you doing, my friend Hussein? I think you're the Morocco guy, if I'm not mistaken. Appreciate that you guys are supporting us. We're the OGs. Peter and I were the OGs of we are the OGs of South Florida soccer because yeah, we're old, and we've got the oldest podcast / I think we were the first ones to go on video, and I remember that because Peter told me. Peter was like, Ed, we've been doing this for a long time. I think I'm going to take a break. And so we took like almost a year break. And then I saw what people were doing on YouTube. And I was like, hey, Peter, why don't we come back? But we decided to change the name because it used to be called Ultras Alive before. And then, that was, an old name. So I was like, let's do something more in Miami because our new team's going to be Inter Miami. So we were the first ones to come out before the team even came out, before the name even came out. I think we started doing these videos. So thank you guys for all the support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. One World, One Goal is saying, yeah, Ed and Julio met Beckham over 10 years ago. Yes, we were the first people, Julio and I, and Peter would have been there too, but he was too far away at the time. We were the first people to meet up with David Beckham when he first came to South Florida. I got the picture of that. As a matter of fact, I've got this painting back here. He signed it. It's kind of covered up right now, but he signed it, and I took that with me. And as you can tell, it's got the LA Galaxy logo from back then. But he was the first first fans that he got to meet. Yeah, we were the guys that started the Southern Legion, and so so he probably knows me as Uncle Ed, and that's the rest is history. I'm just so happy we have a team, guys, and excited to see that we're doing so well. Never in my wildest dreams did I think we would be able to. I was making fun of you, Ed, for the Galaxy poster. Now it's a Galaxy painting signed by David Beckham. That I actually got it before we even had a team, and that's David Gromley. I'm sorry, Mr. Gromley. Sorry, I forgot your first name because I'm doing the video, but well, I'll put I'm gonna put in the description so you guys can check out his art. But he made that for me. Actually, Ted Sikowski had him do that for him, and then Ted gave me the thing, and then I got it signed or something like that. But yeah, I'm a Inter Miami fan since the beginning. A lot of people say that since the start. Nuh-uh, man, nobody's been there longer than me and Julio Caballero and Pieter Brown. Just so you know. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Let's start with predictions, guys. What's going to be the score against Nashville? Start putting it in. I'm going to start going. I'm going to give you guys what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to win 2-0. I think Messi's going to come in the second half. I think they're going to rest him a little bit more. I think they did well with the lineup that we had. There might be some changes because I think Tata is going to try to, feel up a couple more of these players, but hopefully he won't screw up the formation too much. Clara Carp is saying 2-1 Miami. All right. I remember I said 2-0. Clara is saying 2-1 Miami. I think, let's see. Mr. Krabs is saying 3-1 Inter Miami. Nashville gets the lone goal in the 90th plus minute. Oh, you're nice. Guyver, another one that goes for 3-1. One World, One Goal is saying 3-2. That's our number lately. Used to be 2-1 in the old days. Yeah, but I think it was 2-1 when we lost. 6-2, Mike V. Wow, hat trick by Campapi and braced by Messi and a penalty kick by Benitez, which I guess He's saying that Martinez, right? I think Tata will take advantage of the rest of the MLS regular season to create connections in the midfield. Broward Heron's saying, so you're basically saying that we're probably not going to make we're not going to concentrate on making the playoffs, but more like he's going to start building this team for next year. I think that's one of the conditions that when Tata came in, ownership probably wasn't going to pressure him. Oh, Hossein, sorry, man, but I can't read what's there. I don't have the translator. Let me see if it translates. No, it's not letting me translate. I wish I could have read what you said. Maybe you can get the translator to put it in there. But like I said, yeah, one of the things I think the ownership's told him, we're not going to pressure you because, you came in the middle of the season. To turn around a team so quick is going to be incredibly difficult to do. But he's so far giving us one trophy, one cup, and a possibility of having a second one. So if he gives us the title, this year, which is, very difficult, almost impossible. I mean, they're going to put a statue for Tata. I already made a song for him. That I don't know if you guys saw it in the last show. I'll do it for you guys so you guys can, put it out there. Maybe the supporters will do it. We're going to have to, it'll be the Beatles song, da 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 da. Everybody sing with me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What do you guys think? Easy. You don't have to speak Spanish. You don't have to speak, any language. Anybody could do it. So, I know a lot of supporters. There's a lot of, See, One World, One Goal is liking it. Hossein also apparently likes it as well. It's actually a good one. See, Mike V, come support me, guys. Tell the supporters that Uncle Ed's got a good one. Oh, thanks, guys. The song is a Man City song. Oh, hey, Blue. Ooh, I don't know about that then. But, but it's Tata, It's Tata. We're doing it for Tata. There we go. Oh, thanks, JJ Henstick, for supporting us. We were Miami Fusion fans as well. I try to interview people as soon as we leave the stadium. We're going to try to do that for the next vlog with Peter. Peter's a little shy when it comes to talking to people about the vlog, about talking to people after the game or before the game. I'm a little more forward, and I'll go talk to them and ask them questions. If you guys have any questions you want us to ask people, go ahead and put it in the comments. We appreciate it. We try to bring you guys the best videos possible. Do check out we have I think it was like 6 months ago or maybe even a year, we did the Café Bustelo video. We did recently we did the what was it, the Messi burger and Messi sandwich at Hard Rock. We did the construction video, the pre-construction video that you guys got to check out. A lot of people are checking that out. You get to see where the new stadium for Inter Miami is going to be. They haven't started constructing yet. There's tall grass. There's squirrels in there still. There's little animals, creatures. There's water, lakes. There's got a lot of work to do, and hopefully we're crossing our fingers they will be able to start construction soon so that Messi could play there at least his last year, or maybe he'll renew his contract at least another year so they could finish that thing. The thing is, we need Messi to play there. We got to say that's Messi's the last place that Messi ever played. Hopefully he'll retire with Inter Miami. Let's hope. That stadium, like One World, One Goal is saying, will be incredible. So check out those videos. Check out the videos that we did before. Oh, shout out to Paul Snow for Not TV. He's from the Philippines. Thanks, bro. Thanks for supporting us, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Share it with your friends. Share it with your dogs, your cats. Everybody needs to get on here and support Inter Miami. This is everybody's team. This is not just Miami's team. This is the MLS team that needs to go beyond borders, and we need to, support not just Messi, because this is the beginning, guys. Messi's, he's great, the best player in the world, and he's going to be here for a couple of years, maybe 3. Eventually, he's going to leave, but he's not going to leave totally. he will not leave totally. Why? Because he's probably going to be part of the ownership. So, and his kid, I don't know if you guys saw in recently today in social media, his son, Thiago, he is already in the academy. And if you guys have seen some videos of him, playing with the soccer ball, him and his brothers, there's a lot of hope that he's got a future. So he's already in the academy. We might have more Messi. He's got two other brothers. So there's potentially three more Messis that could sport an Inter Miami jersey in the future. And like I said, I'm just so happy that Messi has embraced this community. He's embraced this team. You see him, with a different face. He's so excited to play here, and that's something great. And the rest of the players, like I said, it just involves everybody else, and everybody feels so much better. So. Do you think the stadium will move to Miami will change? No. Well, like I said, that place where the stadium is at, that video that we played, the construction video, which is the latest video that we did of construction, that's the actual place right next to the airport, to the Miami International Airport, where the team will have the new stadium. So, that's, when one goes saying, talking about where all the people are at. The stadium is, like I said, right next to the international airport, which used to be many decades ago on the edge of the city. Now it's in the middle of the city. So, the stadium that we have right now is a temporary stadium. That's a training center. Apparently that's where they're going to have a women's team, and Inter Miami 2 and the academy will be stationed there. That's the old Lockhart Stadium area, which is, what could you say? That's where the stadium is now, Dry Pink Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. That is like sacred ground. That's where the old strikers of George Best, of Gerd Mueller, of Ray Hudson, of Nene Cubillas, and I'm probably forgetting more of these great players that we had in the past. I mean, there was the Cosmos in New York. Well, in Florida, we had the Strikers, and they were huge. Unfortunately, they weren't able to win a championship. And there's many great players have gone through there. Diego Serna, one world, one goal, I had to mention it, with the Miami Fusion, played there. Carlos Valderrama. So many other players that went through our team in the Miami Fusion back in the day in Major League Soccer. That we were there to watch. I was there. Of course, I was younger. I didn't have all this gray hair with me, on me. But we got to share that. I used to go with my dad to the games, and those were great times, great memories in that area where Dry Pink Stadium is now. That's where the old stadium was. So there's a lot of history, and I'm glad that they built a stadium there, even if it's just temporary. Because maybe they'll make us I don't know, they should make like some type of museum or something, in honor of the strikers, all memorabilia and stuff. I got some stuff I would donate if the team wants them. I'm sure Diego Serna's got a lot of stuff that he could probably give them to remember all these great players that went through South Florida. But yeah, the new stadium's going to be in Miami, right next to the international airport, and that's going to be like a destination for everybody. I think anybody that's got like a layover, they're going to get out. I got 4 hours. I'm going to go to the stadium real quick and buy me a shirt. Roberto Rivadeneira, how you doing, my friend? Don't forget to the show tomorrow in Espanol. So yeah, guys, I've tried to be Pieter Brown today as much as I could, because Peter usually carries the show because he could talk forever. But One World One Go is saying, yeah, they did promise a museum at hopefully they'll put a museum there in that area, because I think it was something important, and hopefully a women's team as well, which is something that they've mentioned as well. So yeah, guys. So like I said, I think I'm gonna cut this through. We're about 50 minutes through this whole thing. Steve Munoz, how you doing? Appreciate you following. Steve Munoz, one of the guys that has always supported us. Like I said, support also the other podcasts, and if I didn't do this show, I would be going through every single person. There's Franco Panizzo, he's got Total Football, that's a good one. A couple other guys, the Herons guys, and Michelle Kaufman has a new podcast going on. That's she's talk about OGs. She was there from the beginning, back in the Fusion days. So definitely check her out. There's so many wonderful podcasts you guys can listen to. Like I said, I try not to listen because I don't want to copy them. Hopefully, I'm not copying them. The Battered Heron guys, the Michelle Kaufman one is wonderful. Also wanted to shout out to I think it's Joe Shaw. He's doing the Miami Fusion podcast, and we've been meaning to get him on the show. Hopefully soon. He's got all the history of the Miami Fusion, wonderful interviews. I think he's probably going to end that one with Ray Hudson, who's wonderful. We've interviewed Ray Hudson too before, and we're going to try to put that. I've been telling Peter, we've got all these wonderful interviews with all these incredible U.S. soccer players and coaches and stuff like that we did when we did the podcast. We just got to make the time to start putting them up on YouTube, because that's from our previous show, but still we could probably put it on here and let people check those out, because there's wonderful quotes. We did, like I said, a couple with Ray Hudson, and he's just like the best. There's so many wonderful things. October 6th there's an event at Mickey Burns in Hollywood, with Ray Hudson will probably be live there. I plan on going to that. I need to make a reservation before they sell that out, but if you guys want to check out, there's probably going to be some old players from way back, and I don't know, but Mickey Burns isn't that big, so I'm afraid there won't be that much space. So I'm gonna definitely try to get my tickets. I think Peter already got his, so go check that out, guys. They're probably gonna have to look for a bigger venue, or maybe host it outside or something where more people can watch it. But like I said, there's so much information out there for Inter Miami right now. Spread the word, spread the love, and come back here, like I said, tomorrow in Español. If you guys want to see this, we're going to be talking the same stuff with El Oso Donoso en Español. And so Wednesday, we've got a live video. And on probably Thursday, we're going to have the vlog of the game and the whole soccer experience. Plus our winner of the VIP tickets. That's going to be that video. So that's going to be wonderful. You get to see him coming all the way from Costa Rica. Alfredo, I don't know if you're there. I didn't see you today, but, I can't wait to meet you and hang out with you in the VIP section. We're going to get a couple of beers, eat some sushi, do what VIP people do. So, once again, shout out to Patrick Barnhill. Thanks for making that happen. And hopefully we'll in the future, we'll have some more giveaways for everybody to enjoy. So, without anything else, guys, I don't even know how to turn this thing on, but I'm going to try to figure it out somehow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Futbol Miami TV. We do all the coolest videos ever. There, Louis Rodrigues saying Pineda, Chacon. Yeah, he was another great player. Thank you guys for supporting us, and don't forget, I'm gonna try to put out some of things with our schedule. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. We've got our English show. Every Monday, 9 p.m. ish, our Spanish show, and in between, according to the games and everything, we're gonna be doing extra videos of food and everything with the stadium, or whatever has to do with soccer, Messi, etc. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for supporting us. Love you. See you tomorrow. En español. Nos vemos.